Thank you for riding Uber. Have a very nice day. With that, I will start with Andy Lau's acapella pull out. And Andy Lau is Lau Dat Hua. He's among the four heavenly kings or say Dai Qing Wang. And the choice of the acapella that I've chosen is Ye Hei Zhao Guo De Ye Ji. And the title means Together for the Days We Stride. And it sounds like this. 如何面對像一起走過的日子，現在剩下我獨行，如何讓心息一一講你知？從來無人明白我，為甩你俾我的日子，有你有我有情有生有死有義。With that, I will talk about the piano layout. Yesterday, I talked about treble B, middle C, and bass D, and those are reference point on the piano. On ledger line, it's a middle on the top staff. It's treble staff, and there's 5 lines. It's called ledger lines. On the bottom, it's a bass staff, and it's 5 lines again. And a lot of people don't know what the treble means. I don't know what the word actually means, but if you look at it, it's a funny G, right? Because it is a G, that that little calligraphy thing, and that circle around it goes on the line G right here. On the bottom, it's an F right here, and the 2 dots, it hits the line F right here, right? So on a treble staff, the middle line, there's 5 lines. The middle line is a treble B. On the bass staff, the middle of the 5 line is a bass D, right? In the middle, there are 3 spots: middle C, middle B, and middle D, right? And it's implied. So sometimes when there are no notes, you don't even draw it. When you see this, draw just a tiny C right here because you want to save some ink. That's one of the tenets of the music, the ledger lines, that you want to save as much ink as possible. So with that, you count. So I'm gonna play the timing book, page 6, and normally I play the top treble staff, but I want to do the bass staff because I'm a little less comfortable with it. And so, like I said, you don't want to. You could use face and all these acronyms to name it, but you want to minimize the need to memorize it. So you only want to look at the reference point and you count everything relative to it, right? So taking the base D right here on the lower line, on page 6 right here, that's a C. I know it's a C because it's a space. The top, the one above treble B is a C, and the one below is a B. That's some that I do memorize, but you count, right? From base D down, first base is a base C, and then on the top, the first base is the treble says treble C, right? On the very top, that's top line F, and the very bottom of the staff is a bottom line G, and then you count line. The top is a C again, so C is very symmetrical, and then line on the bottom line G, that's another C. And so with that, you look at the space counting, right? With base D being the middle, so it's BDF, best damn friend, BDF, right? Best damn friend, BDF. It's, and you look at up and down the intervals spacing relative to it, but so yeah, sometimes you want to memorize it, sometimes you just want to look at relative. It just depends. So you count 4 beats before you play it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then fast counting. Count 4 beats we play. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 so I want to talk about the guitar fret. The guitar fret. Our piano teacher would teach you to memorize all those notes using acronyms. It's very hard to count. It's very hard to count the intervals in a guitar, but if you look at the fretboard, look at the ledger lines. This is the fretboard right here. This is the ledger line right here. So the middle C is shifted to the middle G, right? So you have middle C and you count C, D, E, F, G, right? So the first G between the middle C and treble B will be the middle point of your ledger lines, and then the top line E will be the first string, and then the bottom line E. No. It's a middle E. All right. So the strings is Eddie, 8 Dynamite, Goodbye Eddie. These are open strings, right? There's 6 of them. So between the bass D and the middle C, there's an E. That is the bottom line E for the guitar, right? So I always remember on the bass staff is GE, the General Electric, the 2 spacing between the middle C and bass T is GE. So I just not memorize the letter of that. So and then there's exception to the rule. It's called 5 fret counting. So if you go down, so when you look at the guitar, you play it this, right? Going down is higher pitch. So you go down a string, you go left 5, you count 5. First the same string fret, 2, 3, 4, 5 repeats the same letter, and then you go up, and then you go right. It's the same. It's called 5 fret tuning, right? So use it to tune your guitar because like the strings will match the string. The only exception is going to 3 to 2 strings. It only goes 4 frets, so that's an exception to the rule. I just don't know why they must have do it to fit the staff, maybe, or some sort of string frequency that they had to just realign. With that, that's all to say for today, and I want to talk about state operation, which is a state machine for the Cornware core packaging. If you look at state operation, right? So this is the kernel level right here, and then in the kernel level you have I have wallets. This is how I hold my Apple wallets. So these are like file systems, state operators, arguments. You could they're objects too. So this is, and then you have like state operators at higher level. The most important is a heartbeat. So the heartbeat, the pulse is 1 second, and that sits exactly between the kernel and the system level. So at the lower level right here, the object, it's the object is less than a second, right? On a higher level, it's more than a second, right? The pulse for the kernel object. So this is the kernel object um, for the heartbeat, the global heartbeat, both for the top and the bottom right here. So if you look at how have tabs, tab layer one, that's where all these state objects are initialized and instantiated, right? And so some of the objects are instantiated at a layer level. So if you look at computer, what does a computer have? You have the CPU and you have input. The keyboard is input, and your computer monitor is output, right? So you always have input output in the CPU. Right? So same thing with uh, uh, these file objects, right? Or file state operations. They have output and input. The input will be swing GUIs, and the output will be the text, the J tables, with list the stuff in tables. It could be input as well, and as well as text area, right? So you plug it in, just like you plug in a monitor, you plug into this object, and then like let's say there are some that throws an exception. You catch the throw exception on the catch phrase. You just print it to the output screen instead of to the global console. The text area is one that you use. Um, so as you go higher in the level, it's rendered into a realm. So a realm have two region and spacing. Vertical is called floor. The horizontal is called a region. So if you look at this object right here, let's consider this as a drone, right? You have different floors that goes up, and this is the region, right? So you can imagine like spy versus spy, or Minecraft, right? Or Wolfenstein, all these 3D first-person shooter, right? You move around the rooms. That's region because it's horizontal, right? And then, like Donkey Kong, you climb the ladder. That's horizontal, and so as these state objects go higher into stuff that you have message map that's more message, and then it's the output and input is rendered like thought bubble going higher and higher. So how that works is eventually it goes to a canvas on both the client as well as the server, and then the output would be server context, right? And so when you embed a GIF file, you use href, and then you have the reference to the GIF, the URL, right? The href, right? The tag. That tag doesn't have to be an actual GIF file. It could be a servlet, and the servlet takes out that. So it could generate dynamically. You can parameterize it and generate like this a circle, right? So that becomes like instead of KMP, I could have the screen as a realm GIF as a micro web service. So that this thing renders into it, and then it can also render into JCanvas. That's all to say. Until next time. Also, I love you, IU. I hope to see you soon. I'm a desperate man. I'm coming after you.